Namo Amitabha Buddha. Hello everyone. So today I feel like talking about the three sages of the Western Pure Land. And I trust many Pure Land practitioners know that Amitabha Buddha, together with Bodhisattva Avalokitesavara, or also known as Guanyin or Guanyin, and also Boddhisattvas Mahasthamaprapta, or also known as Dashizhi in Chinese. So Pusa means Bodhisattva in Chinese. So the three of them are known as the three sages of the Western Pure Land. They all reside in the Western Pure Land. And these two great bodhisattvas, they act as the major assistants to Amitabha Buddha to help deliver sentient beings to the Pure Land. So all of them have countless incarnations in different worlds to help save sentient beings and help them seek rebirth to the Pure Land. So Amitabha Buddha is not alone in the Western Pure Land. There are countless enlightened beings residing in the Western Pure Land. But these two great bodhisattvas are particularly important. And some people ask, how did these two bodhisattvas happen to be the major assistants to Amitabha Buddha? So this also had to do with their strong karmic connection with Amitabha Buddha and also the vows they made in the past life. So in the Mahayana Sutra called the Beihua Jing, or known as the Compassionate Lotus Sutra. So this is a different sutra from the famous Lotus Sutra that a lot of Mahayana practitioners may be familiar with. But the Compassionate Lotus Sutra is actually another sutra which talk about the vows of Shakyamuni Buddha and why he decided to be in the Saha world. And in that sutra, it also records a story of Amitabha Buddha in Guanyin and Dashizhi. So in the Compassionate Lotus Sutra, the Buddha told us that in countless eons ago, in a world called Shanti Lanjie, there used to be a king called Wu Zhen Nian Wang. So it literally means no thoughts of arguments. And this king had many princes, and all of them studied under the Buddha at that time, called the Treasure Store Buddha. And in front of this Treasure Store Buddha, the king generated a great bodhicitta, and he said he will realize Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. And the Buddha gave him the prediction that he will eventually realize Buddhahood, and he will be called Amitabha or Amitayus. His Pure Land will be called the ultimate bliss. So this was also one of the past lives of Amitabha Buddha. And the king had many princes, and the first prince was called Bu Xuan. So Bu Xuan, after hearing what his father said, also generated a great bodhicitta and said he will also follow the footsteps of Amitabha Buddha into the Pure Land, and he will also realize Buddhahood once Amitabha Buddha had entered into Parinirvana in the Pure Land. So I talked about this topic before. Really don't worry about Amitabha Buddha entering into Parinirvana. So the Parinirvana is just a game of the Buddhas. The reason why after countless eons, then Guanyin will realize Buddhahood immediately after Amitabha Buddha entered into Parinirvana. But for those beings with deep connection with Amitabha Buddha, for those who have realized Buddhahood, which will be all of us if we seek rebirth in the Pure Land, like in this lifetime, then we will always see Amitabha Buddha. We will always see the Dhammakaya of Amitabha Buddha. So Guanyin will realize Buddhahood, and those with deeper connection with Guanyin, they will also want to seek rebirth to that land. So Prince Bu Xuan was actually Bodhisattva Guanyin, and the Buddha also gave him the prediction and bestowed him the name Avalokitesavara, the one who hears the sounds of the world, because he also vowed that he will save all beings out of suffering, which I also share about Guanyin stories before. And we know that all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they have great vows. So Bodhisattva Guanyin had 12 great vows, and the 10th vow is also to help deliver sentient beings to the Pure Land. So for those who ask whether I recite Guanyin, I can seek rebirth or not, yes, you can. I've talked about this before. And then the second prince was called Namo. So Nemo also after Guanyin made the great vows, and he said after Guanyin had realized Buddhahood in the Pure Land, and also after countless of eons, when he entered Paramana in the Pure Land, I will also immediately realize Buddhahood. So in the Pure Land, you never need to worry that there is no Buddha. So if a Buddha entered into Paramana, then the other Buddha will immediately realize Buddhahood just on the same night. So Prince Nemo was actually Dashizhi Pusa. So the Buddha bestowed him the name of Dashizhi, which literally means the arrival of the great strength, and predicted that he would realize Buddhahood in the Pure Land. So at that time, when each of them realized Buddhahood, the land will also be called a different name, and it will be also much better than now. So now it's already so great and amazing, but when they also realize Buddhahood, it will even be greater, it will even be better. And it's said once Dashizhi Pusa realized Buddhahood, then he will remain there forever. He will not enter into Paramana. So I also had some people asking about the story of Dashizhi Pusa. Is there any incarnation stories of Dashizhi Pusa? So yes, the most famous and known incarnation of Dashizhi Pusa is Master Yingguang, the 13th patriarch of Chinese Pure Land Buddhism, which I'll also share more about the story of Dashizhi Pusa and also Master Yingguang in the near future. Okay, I hope this helps. Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Dashizhi Pusa, Namo Amituofo.